Hi guys. So I'm sure you might have seen and maybe you haven't seen if this is your first time seeing my video. My name is Rita Stevens, and I have a son that is 10 years old. He has cerebral palsy and he also has visual impairments. We have been battling with the school district for a while now. Bryson was placed in the lowest class possible, and a lot of that is due to them being able to get more money for him. But even though he was placed in that class, he was placed in a class with a teacher that wasn't a certified teacher, had an expired para license, and while he was there, he sustained injuries to his shin, which was swollen for over 2 weeks. His knee was swollen. Came home with a missing tooth with no explanation. And that is just some of the things that have happened along the way. And so, what that process looks like is we file police reports, CPS cases. We've even filed formal complaints um, with the Board of Education. The CPS cases were dismissed just solely based on the fact that the teacher said, didn't happen here. We don't know what happened. Um, with his tooth missing, we had went to the dentist the day before, and the tooth wasn't loose enough to remove. And we basically got the answer, well, you didn't tell us it was loose. With the bruises, we were taunted on paper saying, oh, no bruises today. So there have been a number of things that have happened. We have, like I said, filed formal complaints. We have filed a due process case where we had to hire a lawyer to advocate for us. We brought in a leading expert to testify on Bryson's behalf. And despite it being very apparent of what happened, how he did not receive the education he was supposed to receive, not receiving a safe environment for him to be in, the due process hearing officer was not unbiased, and instead she ruled in the favor of the school district, saying that Bryson was safe despite having audio recordings of things happening in the background with Bryson, despite the Board of Education saying that he was not provided the free, appropriate, and public education that he was supposed to receive. She still ruled in favor of the school district in every single area. And so now we are at a place where we have to do it at a federal level, which means that we have to appeal this process. And so for Bryson is primarily nonverbal. He is a kid, like I said, that has CP and he's not able to move. So there's no way he can create the bruises on his own. There's no way he can truly advocate for himself because he can't talk like you and I. And so I am in this place where I'm having to file an appeal to advocate for Bryson. So this happens so many times with our children in the school system where they can't speak for themselves, and maybe the parents are too afraid or they don't know how to advocate for their children. And so I am here sharing this with you guys because I'm asking that you help me lift Bryson's voice. You help support us in this process to get justice for Bryson, to allow him to have a voice. So even though he cannot speak, we can speak for him. And I'm asking that you partner with us to do so. If you are a person who can share it, then please do so. If you have a social media platform, then please do so. But I will create a link in this video for you guys to share and also support. And I really appreciate your support. Like I said, this has been a long journey and it's a tiresome journey. I have to, as a parent, remember everything that Bryson has gone through. And it's challenging. But I know that Bryson deserves to have a voice. And Bryson deserves to be heard. And if it is within my power to do it, we're going to do it. But it's not just about Bryson. It is about every child that feels what Bryson feels. They feel silenced. They're put in a corner. They are mistreated, they are neglected, and they have no one to speak for them. So, what I'm asking that you guys do is to just support us in this process, to share the link, share this video with people that you know, and to just bring awareness to children that deserve to be heard, children that deserve to be cared for. Just because they have a disability doesn't mean that they deserve to be mistreated or to be hurt or to not be educated. Bryson is super smart, very kind child, always smiling. And so, again, we just ask that you support us. We ask that you share this. And thank you again for listening. And thank you for sharing this with other people.